Okay, yeah, just hop up onto that. Drive over here, because that is... Oh, damn. Alright, what's up YouTube? This must be fast. 775 Game coming back to another episode of SNOWRUNNER on Season 15. Not sure what episode this is. Why didn't I check that before I started the video? It doesn't really matter what episode it is. The main thing here is... Today, guys, we are going to be checking out the Mercer, the K520. The only reason really is because I talked about it in my last episode. And I was like, you know, I'm actually yet to take this thing out for a spin. I just plain and simply haven't. And most of the reason behind that is just because I haven't got any particular jobs I really want to do with it, if that makes any kind of sense. Most of the jobs in this region are really kind of big jobs. But, oh well, or at least that's the way I feel. I don't know. So, yeah, but whatever. We're gonna kind of, scrap that ideology that I've got going on in the back of my head, and we're gonna go ahead and just do it. We're just gonna go ahead and take this thing out. Why the hell not? So, just to go through the upgrades, we got, SEMA 5-520. That's the engine upgrade for this. It gives us an A+ power to rate, which is pretty good. Off-road box, we are 100% doing it. I put the custom box in it earlier just to check what kind of stuff that is. It's what kind of a box that is. It's one of those kind of boxes with, you know, it's set up like a high range box, but it has a couple less gears, kind of, if that makes sense. Race suspension, stick that on there, why not? Then we got your highways, got your all-terrains, we got the off-roads. This thing obviously has its own custom tires, which I'm not really sure if they are particularly good in any sort of sense, but it doesn't matter anyways because we need chains. We need chains because we're in this region. So we're just going to use the good old OHD2s, all chains, 49 inches. You start off with a 46, but you can go up to 49, which is pretty nice. Standard array of medium winches. Gaugeable diff lock does have to be added to the truck. That's alright. It comes with spare wheels, funnily enough. Don't have to buy those. It also comes with a kind of a snorkel. Not really. Kind of. And then, what's it? We're going to go in here. Obviously, this thing has a couple of real nice body add-ons. Unfortunately, I don't think you can have like a small crane with the bed, for example. But it does have a very nice, kind of a maintenance frame. Fortunately, we don't really have anything to go repairing. What's it? I thought I saw something there a second. Oh yeah, there we go. Trunk repair supplies. We will stick those on. It's only a 40-liter fuel tank, but oh well, it's better than nothing. We can have a LC 3.8 loading crane, which is very nice, the yellow one, and saddle low because yeah, I doubt we're gonna haul a heavy trailer with this. Throw that visor on there, why not? We can't really do parking light or those big lights. I gotta tell you, I like the reinforced bar look. That looks pretty nice, pretty mean. And then we do have exhaust. Standard exhaust is obviously some kind of exhaust below the truck, I'm assuming, because it doesn't seem to have pipes coming up here. I don't see how that is a flap cap. That's all I'm going to say. But I'm going to stick it on there because I don't really like the slant cut. It doesn't look right. And then just rims, normal enough stuff. Stick those on. We'll leave the standard color, and I'm not going messing with stickers. So, just hop out here. This thing has an extremely short frame. That is one thing I'm going to say about this truck right off the bat. I just need to point that out. Like, it is extremely short. I'm hoping the wide tires in the back there should give us a good bit of stability, though. They do seem to be quite wide for this truck. So that might be to our advantage. I don't know. We'll have to see here.
So what we're going to need here is we are going to need a flatbed. Yeah, we'll just take a regular flatbed. There's nothing wrong with the old reliables. And the job we're actually going to go ahead and do is the one that's up in the top right there. Pipeline of the future. We got 2 pipes up here that have to be delivered from there. We'll have to probably take or go down here. We'll probably have to go down here and then up kind of through here and up to the kind of the port where its pipeline facility is, I guess. That's yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do here. So I have a bit of a trek to do in order to just get over there, which is a bit of a bit annoying, but it's all right. We'll get over there. If we get this done, I do have another mission possibly in mind to do. There's a job to deliver fuel to one of the fuel stations. I'm not sure if we'll get to that though. I am thinking of recording just a bit more of a shorter episode here today, just more because I'm pre-recording this video quite a bit in advance at the moment, just because when this video goes up, I'm going to be on holiday, so yeah. I'm trying to get ahead on these videos just a small bit. I'm only gone for a week, so I'm only pre-recording like 2 videos, so yeah. But still, it still doesn't mean I have all the time in the world to be doing this. Come on, there you go. I was possibly thinking about, there's still a job up here at this crash ship. I was possibly thinking about doing that as well, but then I kind of thought to myself, it'd be much easier to do it in a truck that can have a crane and a flatbed. Just wood, so I'm not going doing that either. Yeah. Yeah, short frame, a truck that can't have a crane and a flatbed is really annoying. I'm gonna be honest. I just don't like that. See if we can get through here though. Probably should do decently here. I'm assuming it's quite a lightweight truck. Yeah, so we didn't punch through the ice quite as much as some other trucks maybe. We did go through a small bit there, but it's pretty decent. Get up here. I wonder how powerful this 520 engine is actually, because the other engines that it has are engines that belong to like trucks like the Fleet Star, and what are the other ones that have that, like the Chevrolet Kodiak. So like it's not using big engines either, but it does have a custom engine. So yeah, I wonder. I didn't actually go and check at you know, how much power output this thing has, but I'm gonna assume it's hopefully it's decent. I mean, so far we've gotten over here pretty quickly. It's pretty spry, I would say. It's not doing too bad. And you know, we're not hauling a load at the moment, but we are hauling the trailer, and it seems to be handling it quite well. So it's not too bad. I'm not gonna be too prejudiced about the thing, even though I still haven't I haven't actually gone and used it until like this. What episode is this? I need to check. Episode 14. That's what episode this is. I haven't looked at this thing in 14. I've been playing this for 14 episodes, and I just haven't bothered. I mean, to be fair, I didn't unlock it until like, I think it was like the 7th or 8th episode possibly. It did take me a while just to actually go out and get it, because you know the job to unlock it. I mean, the job to unlock it's simple, but I just wasn't bothered. I just wasn't bothered enough to do it. It was simple, but it just wasn't. It just wasn't on my to-do list for like the first set of for like the first jobs that I wanted to do. Really, that's just the way it was. I was just like, you know, I can hold off on that. There's a new truck behind this job, but it's you know, I can wait. I can hold off. I was just, you know, that's the way I was. Oh well. Yeah, but
I might just cut here until I get up to this, it's actually a piping facility that we're going up to. I might just cut here because, obviously we're on the main road, so probably nothing is going to happen. There's very low chance of anything interesting happening. Alright guys, I'm here at the piping facility, or whatever it's called. I'm actually not sure what it's called. It's some kind of pipe crafting area anyways. Okay, never mind. It's called the utility area. It only crafts pipes, just for the record, okay? Okay, so we got crane mode, we got our anchors. Let's just, I don't know, let's just see here. I'm just like wondering how stable it is with the crane. Seems to be okay. It's not moving too much, so yeah. I suppose most trucks on an even surface won't flinch when you're using the crane in most cases. So not really much of a test. You really need to get it on an uneven surface if you want to test that. If you want to test like the overall stability of the crane. Unfortunately, this job does require 2 pipes, and they're both right here, so I'm going to have to make this trip twice, because there is no chance in hell I'm going to attempt to bring both of these pipes at the same time. That's just got dumb idea written all over it, okay? It just does. On the bright side, I do actually have the Earth Roamer LTI. I just had that left out here. So if we run out of fuel on our way back, we should be fine. There should be fuel in that thing. I'm not sure. I actually didn't check. So yeah. But anyways, coming up here, obviously there is a little bit of inclines and declines. You have to go up here, but for the most part, this thing got up here no problem. It is a little bit slow on the incline, but other than that, it's fine. I'm not too sure about like the space between the trailer and the frame, just for like coming over. I don't know, some of those crests. Like the end of the frame of the truck there does seem to be, it's close enough. I'm not gonna say it's terribly close to where the trailer legs and where that part of the frame comes down. I'm not gonna say it's terribly close, but it's about on the limit, I would say. I mean, like, I suppose nothing's worse than the Fleet Star and its fifth wheel, its low saddle, or at least the way it used to be. They did actually fix it, but geez, it took them a hell of a long amount of time to fix the Fleet Star and its saddle. I remember you could put the saddle onto the Fleet Star, and like you could attach the trailer all you want, but 99% of the time, it didn't matter what you were doing with it. The trailer and the Fleet Star's frame would get caught against each other, and then you'd just be like driving in a straight line. You get like hooked, and you'd just end up driving in a straight line. It'd be horrible. It's just you couldn't steer with a trailer attached to it, with a semi trailer attached to it. It was just impossible. Yeah, but obviously this isn't really. I'm not sure if I can consider this much of a test for this thing, but so far it's doing all right. I'm not gonna expect a whole lot from this thing, but you know what? It's doing pretty good. I suppose the one advantage is it is probably quite a light truck, so it's not having to pull much of its own weight. It can put most of its power probably into the cargo, or into pulling the cargo itself. And so far it hasn't really done stuff like spin its wheels all that much. It hasn't stalled out. It has gotten a small bit stuck in the snow back there, but it's doing pretty well. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm starting to feel sorry for the fact that I've waited so long to actually take a look at this thing. I should have taken a look at it sooner. Yeah, because this isn't that bad. It's not something I would it's definitely not something I would jump to use all the time for like, cargo and probably like heavy loads, but, light stuff,
and maybe the odd having to repair or rescue. I mean, in the trailer for this for season 15, they actually advertised they advertised the Mercer as being more of like a scout truck, which, you know, or like a heavy scout kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know what they were trying to say when they were advertising it, but you know, something more along that kind of a line of things. Something you can use more to scout more than, you know, just haul around cargo with. Okay, so if we just come up through here, yeah, get to test it on the little bit of uneven terrain here. The axles are going to get stuck there, which most trucks, they will get their, if they get rear axles stuck onto on some rocks like that, they just won't work. Come on. What's that? Is that it's the trailer getting caught now? Okay. It's alright. Pull it forward, and we're good. Okay, okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Which way do I need to go? Yeah, I need to go this way, I'm pretty sure. I should have drawn a route, but I've done this route a few times now, so I know pretty much the way. Oh, damn. That was... I did not mean to do that, but I definitely went into that a little too hot. Okay, there we go. You know, so I'm actually surprised with the stability of the truck does seem to be quite good. It hasn't done too many you know, bits of swaying or trying to tip side to side. Obviously that is probably a benefit of the short frame. Definitely probably less prone to flipping. Well, I say that, but then again, if you're on a very steep incline, you might suffer a loss in stability. I don't really know. But we've made it over here pretty good, I would say. I mean, we did take quite a bit of damage to our suspension there, jeez. But other than that, yeah, not too bad. And there is actually a repair zone over there, so we can just repair the truck, head back up there, and yeah, just do the same thing again. And we'll have this job done. So not too bad, really. Not too bad at all. Where's the box? There's the box. Okay. And in we go. Pipe. Cool. I'm just gonna check the jobs here quickly. Just give me a sec. Okay, guys, so considering that went, well, extremely well, I'm just going to fast forward myself, going up, getting the next pipe, and bringing that back down here. And once I've done that, we might move on to another job. Yeah, I don't see why not. So I'll see you guys here in a second. Alright guys, here we are.
So there's the second pipe. Oh, it actually built a thing there. I didn't even, okay. Wasn't expecting that, but no, okay, we got a nice thing built there. Okay, cool. Great job, bud. That project wouldn't have gone anywhere without you. We should be able to increase throughput. Now now throughput. I don't know. Now all thanks to you. Here's your cuts, just as promised. Thanks for the service. Okay, so 1,560 XP and 11,650 bucks. Pretty good. Pretty good, honestly. Can't complain with that just for delivering 2 pipes. Like that was a pretty simple job. Okay, what we do now? Okay, so this was the other job here that I was thinking of doing. Or no, not that. Running on empty. This one. So we have to bring just 3 fuel down to the gas station over here, and fuel comes from up here at the oil refinery. So I think we can do that. Don't see any reason why we can't. May as well try. So yeah, we'll head up here and see what happens, I guess. The only problem is once we get up here, I'm not sure if it would be more convenient to just, you know, go around on the main road and then kind of go back over the way we came initially, or if we should, if we should kind of come back this way, then go up the main road back up to the town, kind of over this way. Oh crap, damn it. I need to remember where the actual solid parts are around here, that's for sure. It must be over here. Yeah, that's more like it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to focus here just for a moment. Oh, no, that's not good, that's not good. I need to go where the logs are, actually. Yeah, that'd be a better idea. I did kind of destroy a bit of the ice coming through there, so might not be that responsible and that great of an idea to come back through here. I don't know, we'll just have to see here in a moment. Okay, we'll come around here. Yeah, mostly if you kind of stick to the edge, you're okay in this spot, I guess. I mean, some of this just looks terrible, but like, there's no way I'd attempt to drive into that. But you know, this, I don't know. Like I said, I did say this earlier in the series, but I feel like the devs have definitely done a better job at making it harder to tell where the ice will crack and where it won't crack. I think they've done a good job of that. Okay, well, jeez, the place is just there. Just give me a second to get up here. There shouldn't be a problem to get up here. Alright guys, I'm up here at the refinery, so fuel, stick the 3 on. There's no point in taking more because I don't think there's any other jobs that require it or anything like that. Okay, but you know what? Just for the hell of it, this could be an extremely stupid idea, and I'm guessing it probably is. Wait a sec. I'm just gonna refuel from this thing. But instead of, you know, going out that way and kind of on the main road there, what if we, you know, head out here, turn up this way, and go up by the watchtower here, and let this get us onto the main road, then go around here, and up onto the main road, and all the way into town, to the gas station. I feel like that's a little bit unnecessarily complicated, but it seems like it'd be a good test, especially the bit down by where the port is that you can take, the bit that kind of goes around that kind of concert ice rink kind of thing that they have going on there. That'd be a great test for just like stability and, I don't know, chain tires on this thing. I've gone over that spot a few times, and it is not something that you want to do wrong. Let's say that. Let's just put it that way. It's not something you want to get wrong. And actually, now that I think of it, I have gone over there with a semi truck, and I'm pretty sure I almost fell off. but I was going in the opposite direction that time. So, you know, we're going in a different direction. So it would be a completely different scenario, I'm sure. Probably. Yeah. But you know, the Mercer's doing pretty good. Like, so far this thing's exceeded my expectations. Granted, my expectations weren't very high, to be honest. But I mean, like, it's crawling through this mud that we got right here very well. I'm assuming it has a good collision box or hit box for its axles, just because, you know, it's a DLC truck and that kind of thing. You know, the fact that it's, you know, a relatively small truck and then it does have 49-inch tires does help, I would say, as well. Like, I don't know what's like the largest tire that we've got on kind of a small truck. I mean, like, 49-inch on this is really impressive to begin with, though, because when you think about it, we've got trucks like, you know, like the Fleet Star from like the base game. That thing is definitely bigger than this thing. It's got a smaller engine and it's got smaller tires. I'm just comparing to the Fleet Star really at the moment because this thing shares engines with the Fleet Star. So yeah, that's the only reason why I'm really comparing to it. But okay, we're at kind of the foot of this sort of area here. I don't think this is a particularly challenging trail, but meh, I suppose considering we have to go up it, that might be challenging enough for this thing. No, we're not getting up that too simple. These stone steps. Come on, get over the stone step. There you go. Turn up to the right there. There you go. Come on. I mean, there are plenty of trucks that might struggle with this, but yeah, it's not. Yeah, I feel like we don't have. I don't know. I feel like we either have a stiff chassis or not that much suspension travel. It's one of those things. I mean, also probably not the most amount of power here as well. I'm not sure how much these three pallets of barrels weigh. I wonder if they are actually more or less than the pipes that we were carrying. There's no real way of knowing. I mean, there is a way of knowing. I could have checked beforehand, but obviously I can't do that all the time. Okay. Well, I'm not sure what I'm talking about all the time. I don't think I've ever checked the weights of a cargo in this game before. I've checked the weights of trucks, but I haven't checked the weights of cargos. Oh, so we just took a pretty big hit to the suspension there. I mean, to be honest, most trucks' suspension is quite fragile, especially if you just ram straight into rocks. So, you know, this is just the kind of thing that happens to me normally. This is just a very common occurrence, if to be honest. It's more common than anything. Okay, but we can actually see the road, so we're not too far off here. Oh, that's a whatever we do, do not fall off. Do not fall off of that. Okay, we're good. That is a. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool spot for a stone bridge, but it still doesn't mean it still doesn't mean it's that exciting to go over. I'm more afraid of falling off of it than anything. Okay, so let's just get down here. Get a little interior action going on here. We have quite a tight turning circle, I would probably say. I suppose that is a benefit of having shorter frame. Just get down here. Oh, I didn't really mean to do that, but that's alright. Okay, get in here. It's a very basic looking interior, I have to say that for sure. The 2-spoke wheel, we only have like 2 gauges. I mean, it's cool, but you know, it's definitely a nice detailed interior, but it's kind of a basic style of interior, I would say. Alright, there you go, get up that. So far, so good, anyways. Once we round this corner, this is where stuff starts to get a little tricky. Yeah, we're gonna have to pray and hope our chain tires will latch on here. Also, I need to hope that there isn't any crackable rock around here. I think there might be, but I don't remember where. Okay, yeah, just hop up onto that. Drive over here, because that is... Oh, damn. That's not good. That's not good. That's very not good. It's not an angle I want the truck to be at. Brakes. Go. Okay. We're sliding down. We're sliding down. I can feel the thing. I can feel this thing sliding over a bit. Oh, jeez. Okay. We're all right. We're all right. Ugh. Bouncing around a bit here. I do not like that. I do not like the way the thing's bouncing around. Ugh. Or the trailer's sliding off at the back. No. Okay, we're good. I think we're through the hard bit. Okay, let's just get up here. Let's just get it. Just get me onto the main road, please. Okay, so yeah, that could have gone catastrophically wrong, but we're back onto the smooth, sweet asphalt. So we're good. Yes. Okay, so now we just need to hightail it up to the gas station. Nothing can stop us, pretty much. I don't think. Hopefully. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that could have gone catastrophically wrong. It's a good thing it didn't. Obviously, lighter truck does tend to bounce just a small bit more. You know, that's just kind of the way physics work in this game. Unless you are in a truck of kind of more significant weight, you will kind of bounce when you hit into things. That's just the way it is. Yeah. I suppose other things just to note about the truck just before we finish up here, because once we deliver these barrels, I am going to finish up here, just to keep the video hopefully fairly short. 240 liter tank for fuel, which is pretty decent. So that's the same as the International Fleet Star, I'm pretty sure. It does have, I don't know, I was watching the fuel the fuel, like the liters per minute. Seems to, I don't know, it seems to, when you're really off-roading, it seems to be around 14 to 15 liters a minute. Sometimes it can spike up to, I don't know, like 17 or 18. But I think around 14, 15 is about the average in most cases. Obviously, here on the road, we're only doing around kind of like 10, 9. I mean, it fluctuates a lot, that thing, but it seems to be pretty decent for the fuel mileage. Where am I delivering to? I'm delivering back here. Okay. We'll just pull in like that. Yeah, sure. It's good enough. Turn it off. Cargo management. Free fuel. Running on empty. By saving our gas station, you've saved everyone who comes here. I think that deserves a good discount on our services. You know where to find us if you ever need it. 590 XP and 5,850 bucks. So a pretty decent job there. You know, if I'm being honest, I don't know, this might sound a little stupid, but I don't understand why we were allowed to even use the gas station. I feel like that should have been locked for that mission, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm not complaining that we don't. I'm not complaining that we did. I'm not complaining that we did have access to it, but it just seems, you know, more typical that that would be locked behind a job like that, delivering fuel to the place. But okay, that's pretty good. Final notes on the Mercer. Yeah, I do quite like it. It is a more light duty truck. Obviously, I've obviously made that a very explicit point. Probably not something I would choose compared to most vehicles, but overall, decent truck. Works well off road. Seems to work well, or pretty well, anyways, with the 5-slot trailer here. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. I probably should have checked it out sooner. But anyways, thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Goodbye.